another counter-attack it is for SUPRMODE.
Well, I was talking about the defense from Hibbs, and he's already gotten quite a few clutch saves here. And SUPRMODE does get out of defense every once in a while, but the offensive pressure from Quality Control is so good. So many infield passes, and they're creating the opportunities. Just need to score them now. This is another one. Two people flying for it. Ended up saving it, and a demo from Hibbs on Boomquake. Make sure that that attack doesn't happen for SUPRMODE. And now a great flick, almost top corner. Boomquake lets it away, but once again, that pressure is there. And SUPRMODE having a hard time getting out of defense.
Keeping that pressure on, hits the ball high. Two Hibbs get deflected by one, but it's Archie there trying to follow up. Saved by Rubik, Quality Control still holding on to that 1-0 lead. It has been all of their game at the moment, and it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. And Archie, what an angle! Two at Quality Control and Archie. You don't look game one, you don't need to show off yet.
That is insane. That angle was near impossible, but Archie pulled it off. A great pass too right there from Hibbs, but I didn't even think that that could go in, and Archie made it happen. A very good shot and a comfortable lead now for Quality Control, especially looking at how the game's been going for them. Possibly making it 3. Archie does so with the redirect, and now Quality Control looking very strong in this game.
Looking very, very, very strong. We expect them to come in, take down SUPRMODE. Of course, we were hoping for maybe a bit more of a challenge from SUPRMODE, but this game one has not shown that at all. Quality Control 3-0 up with 1 minute 50 seconds left. Looking almost out in this game, will go to them unless SUPRMODE can make a big change in time. But if a clear up here from Hibbs, not giving them the chances to do so, it seems very unlikely that will be the case.
That does indeed, but a dodge shot too from Rubik's. It is one of the few opportunities that SUPRMODE has gotten. One of the few shots that actually reached the target, but it wasn't strong enough, it wasn't good enough. And SUPRMODE right now just looking like they're being outclassed against this Quality Control side. SUPRMODE, I think, really shines whenever they are in offense, but Quality Control is just so quick to every single ball. They're contesting everything, and almost the third goal for a fourth goal even from Hakim there as well.
The ball drops down centre once more. Hibbs will not connect, but it's good. Sends it to the backboard. No follow-up in time. It's still not going to find SUPRMODE they go. With a launch upfield, Quality Control, back on attack, relentless offense. Even with a fatal lead, 50 seconds left, they are still refusing to hold back and are constantly putting pressure on SUPRMODE. And going into game number 2, SUPRMODE are going to struggle to deal with this. They're going to have to find a way to break out, get some attack going themselves, and actually score on the shots they're making.
Yeah, for sure. SUPRMODE really struggling here. They're just being absolutely just almost choked out by Quality Control here. They're not being granted any boost, not the ball, not possession, not anything from this side from Quality Control. Really showing up big why they are undefeated so far, and almost a good chance there for Boomquake. That probably should have been the first goal for SUPRMODE. He fails to score, and that will mean that we're probably going to stay with a 3-0 right here in game 1. Hibbs lets that drop, and Quality Control takes game 1 quite comfortably.
Yeah, very comfortable start for the undefeated team at the moment. Quality Control, a 3-0 to start things off, and just look at that difference of attack. 10 shots for the Quality Control side, only 7 for SUPRMODE, and Hibbs was able to get 4 saves all by himself. It just shows how clinical he was in the defense. Maybe most of the goals come from Archie, especially that excellent backboard play, but Hibbs as a rock in the defense pretty much, and well, he held that defense down so solidly that it helped Quality Control take that win.
It's weird because the stats actually suggested the game was much closer than it felt like, because I mean, according to the stats, so yeah, there were a couple of more saves on the Quality Control side, but more shots from them as well. And it felt like it would have been a 1 or possibly a 2-0 game, but this game didn't really feel like that. It didn't feel like SUPRMODE ever really threatened Quality Control, and I feel like this was always going to be Quality Control's game to win.
Yeah, I don't ever remember a shot taken by SUPRMODE, which I was really thinking, that could possibly go in. You know, quality control, they've been, I think, had a really difficult save. Of course, there was some very good saves from Hibs, which was obviously pretty impressive. This shows that SUPRMODE had some possibility to get attacked, but there was nothing really that stood out to me of like, wow, he saved that. That's an excellent one at that. Good, trying to start off an early goal though. It is off the crossbar and saved by Hakeem. And quickly on the counter attack, it is Hakeem himself. Taking that up the side wall. It'll be put away by Rubik, but it's connected by Archie once more. Trying to bring that round. We've seen how good he is at shooting. The ball onto Hakeem and it will be saved by Rubik. Just trying to force their way around the corner. It is SUPRMODE and they need to get a goal on the board soon, or get to do so this serious. And Gooch sends the ball high. And having the pass to Rubik. It could be the opening chance they need, but it's off the post. Boom quick. Saved by Archie. And up the side while it goes. To the midfield. It's Hibs. And they drop it down. Archie off the ceiling. Hakeem has to back off as Rubik sends that high. Saved by Hakeem. Boom quick. Lurking in the midfield, ready to push upfield. They will be able to get a touch on it. Sending that to the corner. SUPRMODE have a chance. But flying past the ball is not going to help them find this goal, and the game will still remain 0-0.
But it does seem like SUPRMODE is ever so slightly more alive than last game. Not even ever so slightly, they're much more alive than last game. It's just that their shooting hasn't been on point so far. They had a few decent opportunities, but on the other hand, you have quality control who really seem to be getting into their elements. They're starting to do these free jumps, these ceiling shots, and it can happen. Rubik's now almost with a great flip reset, who tries to finish it off, but once again, great defense or quality control, just making sure that that ball doesn't go in.
Ball comes off the back wall. Archie will tap that high, but Gooch in the midfield will intercept and trying to drop it down. It is SUPRMODE. They have had the brunt of the attack this time around, but their shots, if they don't go in, it doesn't even matter. Another one going wide and a quick turn of pressure. A clear up field. It's Archie to the back wall, coming centre, barely saved by Gooch. But Hakeem keeping that pressure going, not holding back. A double commit. Rubik and Gooch both going up for it, but the ball heads to the backboard. Rubik cannot get the dunk he was looking for, but heading out to Boom quick, he had a chance to make a pass, but throwing that ball away is exactly what he has to not do. He'll pass the game going. We still remain 0-0. SUPRMODE, even with all this pressure, have still not been able to take the lead.
Yeah, they have the pressure, they have the attack, but they lack the creativity and offense to make it into a goal. They're just shots and nothing more. They're not passes towards the teammates. They're not even great shots to take the defender out. And right now, SUPRMODE are transitioning back into defense, and it is quality control with the ball, but we're moving into more of a ping-pong game as well, where both of the two teams just seem content with give the ball away to the opposite side of the field just so that they're not in defense.
He will be able to dribble that the wave. A flick up high. Boom quick in the demo on Hib, but Hakeem returning the favour of one on Rubik's. Even out the defence and offence, but Hib's trying to take that high. A flick over one. Looking to follow that up. Trying to send that in centre, he takes it to the ceiling. He could have a chance, but saved and cleared away. The ball falls back to Boom quick. Gooch. The pass. This better than that, Gooch. Flying past Rubik's, Archie looking for the clear it away, just flailing around, getting the touches he needs. Hakeem launching it high, over to Archie, can he find the angle? Almost. But quality control. He's able to deal with all this attack, but they've not really had much of an attack of their own. They've slowed things down a little bit. SUPRMODE have done a lot better at breaking out. But no matter what, if they cannot shoot on target, if they cannot find these goals at breaking out, keeping away from all the quality control offense is not going to matter. Because you need to score to win a game at least.
I'm very scared for this game, Boyer, because it does feel like one of those games where SUPRMODE has all the opportunities and all the chances, but quality control is going to score just because you need to score. Like you said, the shot from Gooch, it just needs to be better. It isn't, and then you get caught on the back foot. Archie finishing it off, and now with 40 seconds left to go, this could be match point coming up for quality control.
And after about 4 minutes and 20 seconds of SUPRMODE control, and it finally overcommit, finally slip away. Quality control, they take full advantage of it. SUPRMODE looking for it, it's off Rubik Woodward possible, and Rubik's, where is that going? Oh, SUPRMODE, you need to shoot a bit more accurately, and on the counter attack, Archie's heading it in. SUPRMODE have had an absolute travesty of a game too, and they will not want to look back at this one.
This is very, very painful. That was such a good attack. They were like 2 very good shots too. That third shot was going towards the moon and then a bit wider as well. Just not towards target from Rubik's, and he got punished on the counter attack. And I do think this is what quality control is all about, though. It's just about clean. It's all about just consistency, really, more than anything. They're not doing anything flashy right now, and they will get away with a 2-0 win in this game too.
SUPRMODE is still yet to score a goal that's serious, and in much as it being close, they've hit every part of the woodwork possible. Every inch of that post has probably been hit by them. Every inch of the crossbar has been hit by them. It doesn't matter. The ball has not went in the back of the net. They are yet to score a goal that's serious. Quality control, on the other hand, they've scored 5 total, 3 in game 1, 2 in game 2, and they're now 2-0 up in the series. Going into game 3, they could not only find the sweep, they could find the perfect sweep.
It's 12 shots versus 5, Boyo. 12 on the side of SUPRMODE Gaming and 5 on the side of quality control, but they win 2-0. That is absolutely crazy, and I can't see SUPRMODE Gaming going scoreless just because of how well they played the pressure game in this game, but they really need to start shooting better.
Yeah, they really got to start shooting better. Now, they had the chances. I said how they don't have chances. I said that, they're not breaking out. In game 2, they done exactly that. They broke out. They had all their chances, but they missed every single one of their chances.
I mean, like you said, it's such a stupid thing to say, but in Rocket League, you just need to score once because of the overtime thing, and it's such a general thing to say, but I think right now it is the thing that is haunting SUPRMODE, because especially this last game, I don't feel like they were playing bad in the sense that I feel like they were the one that were in control in that game. Game 1, definitely quality controls. I feel like game 2 arguably was in SUPRMODE's favor. But if you've got 12 shots and you don't score, there's something wrong there. It's not just your opposition getting lucky or good, doing well in defense. You are also not playing as good as you should.
Well, it's game number 3. If they want to take that serious, they've got to find a reverse sweep against a team like Quality Control. Now, even getting a reverse sweep after not scoring a single goal in a series would be, amazing and highly surprising. But this is Quality Control good against. Now, Quality Control as a team, they're a fan of their game 5, let's just say, and they've never lost one.
But the question is this one going to go to game 5? Because we have seen a lot for quality control, and I think during normal season we called them out a lot for the fact that the stuff that Archie's doing right now, that's what we called them out for, just going up the ceiling when there's no need for it. But they seem to just consistently get away with it in league play, and then after the playoffs they really seem to have cleaned it up. Now they seem to be kind of going back towards that playstyle. If that does happen, that does open up lots of opportunities for SUPRMODE, seeing as they weren't playing bad in the first place to start off with. But that's a great flip reset, but Archie gets a dunk too, and that's a 1-0 after a minute.
Archie, they're already dead. Stop it already. I don't care if it's the first goal. SUPRMODE are already dead. You've done this to them too many times. It's 1-0 to Quality Control. And shooting wise, this has been the Archie show. He's just been showing off how many spins, how many flip resets, how many whatever else he can get involved. The man's been insane at striking wise, and SUPRMODE to have to reverse sweep this team is going to be nothing but pretty much impossible. What was that save? Come on, Quality Control. Give SUPRMODE a bit of a hope, a bit of a chance. You don't need to embarrass them this much.
I wish the producer could just cut to Archie's POV and just keep us on Archie's view, because I want to see him go up for all these ceiling shots so you can see them as soon as it happens. He's been going for some crazy stuff, and it's not being punished either. It feels like right now Quality Control is this predator just playing with their food and keeps making it to just for good message.
To already to quality control. They are going for that perfect sweep and doing a pretty good standing to do so. Only under 2 minutes off the clock though, still time for SUPRMODE to bring things back, but as we said, reverse sweeping a team like this is next to impossible. Quality control. In their whole time through Rising Star and the Superstar League, they went to 5 game 5s. They not lost a single one of them. They went to 4 in the Europa Rising Star League and they went to 1 in the Superstar League. And every single game 5 they have won. This team may like throwing away CDs time and time again, but they always clutch it out at the end, no matter what it seems. So even if SUPRMODE can come back from this game, come back from this 2-goal deficit, finally score a goal this series, they have to reverse sweep a team who have never lost a game 5.
It's
You understand how hard this is.
It's the impossible task, Boyer, and I think we're about to see it become less impossible actually, because SUPRMODE finally gets their first goal. It's boom quick, making sure that they do end up on that scoreboard. He tried to get the pass, but Hips couldn't be that far upfield because Archie was still floating after the ball. A good transition there from SUPRMODE, but is it gonna be enough to bring them back into the series? I highly doubt it, because quality control, as soon as they start taking it completely serious again, I do see them getting back into control here, but a goal could open up some opportunities for SUPRMODE.
SUPRMODE, I think they'll be a bit of a sigh of relief. Even if they're still 1 goal down, they've at least scored this series and brings us a little bit closer to bringing things back. But a touch like that is not what they need to do. Boom quick. His touch going absolutely nowhere. Archie can keep that pressure on. Hakeem, the pass out centre, over at Hibbs, taking it high. Hakeem trying to follow up. Oh, the fade, almost working out. Rubik get a save on Archie's shot and a quite out to the corner. It's Rubik on the dribble upfield, looking for the equaliser. The ball lands to Boomquick, saved by 1, out to the corner. 1 minute 30 seconds left. SUPRMODE need to score if they want to stay in this series. But the ball drops down. Hakeem, he can't follow in time. Got to send that to the backboard. Pressure will remain off the back wall, but the follow-up, it needs to connect. Gooch sent back to defend, looking to make the save. Will be able to do so in a relatively weak shot. And the ball goes high. A chance that Rubik passes it to Gooch. The shot straight to Archie in defense, quality control. Sitting back and relaxing in this defense at the moment. Not a care in the window. They're just there. They're making the saves. They're playing the game exactly how they want to. They've still got a 1 goal lead. It could change any moment now though. As Gooch is up to the back wall, trying to bring it centre to Hakeem. One top high. Pressure will remain. SUPRMODE, you need to do something now.
But I don't think it's up to SUPRMODE, because quality control is spacing out so well. They're not really being forced into these awkward positions. Now a demo becomes awkward, but Hakeem can still save that. But good dunk. And finally SUPRMODE are back into a game and possibly back into this entire series.
It's 2-2. We finally have SUPRMODE scoring and we finally have a tied up game. 33 seconds left. SUPRMODE, they could potentially bring this game back and start that treacherous and difficult reverse sweep journey. But they still have 30 seconds left to go, needing to take this game. I think the server might have just disconnected.
I'm pretty sure it did. I don't think the players are playing like this. But that's a very detrimental moment though, because right now it is 30 seconds. It is all equal. So I don't even know which team this favors, because for SUPRMODE, it's a moment to basically breathe in and be like, okay, boys, we got a second now. If we score once, we have this game and we can start to get the reverse sweep going. Also, I do feel like that first goal may have kind of been like a savior goal for them, in the sense that they finally got that goal. So maybe they've loosened up a little bit now, maybe not feeling the nerves that they could have been feeling a little bit earlier, and hopefully it will result into them playing a bit better. On the other hand, quality control, SUPRMODE is the one that has the momentum right now. So as well for them, it is a moment to kind of step back, reflect, okay, boys, let's take it seriously again.
Well, they take it seriously. And it's 2-2. Well, it ended 2-2, of course, in game 3. We're obviously having to see what will happen with the server restart, but it's currently 2 equality control in series. Potential sweep still there for SUPRMODE. And from what I am reading, we will be starting this game 3 again at 0-0. And, well, SUPRMODE, they had the momentum at the end of that. Can they build off of that and maybe not even have to face a draw this time around?
So the entire game is just being replayed, which is interesting. I don't know. Like, again, I don't know if there's any favor. I don't think it favors any team. I think both of them just have to approach this with a clean slate and kind of pretend that the last 4 minutes didn't happen. But SUPRMODE Gaming, hopefully it has given them a bit of a morale boost, knowing that this quality control side does show a few cracks, and hopefully these are cracks that they can start exploiting as well to their own benefit.
And as we've seen from that game 3 that was played, it looked better from SUPRMODE at the end there. But also, it felt a lot like that quality control we were expecting to see. That quality control who's a little bit messy, kind of throwing things away at times, jumping around a bit too much, getting a bit too giddy that they have the lead, and starting to go for more flashy, more fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems to be what kind of baited them in the back, and it's going to make them struggle. But if they can resolve that issue, I still think this could become a sweep for them. But SUPRMODE, they know they can score. They've got that confidence there now. They're thinking, we are good enough to score against this team. We just need to play correctly.
I think in general, though, SUPRMODE is a team that has to play from pressure. And we saw that in the second game, which they didn't end up winning, but they played well. And they had a lot of good opportunities. They just didn't finish it off. And I think if they just go off of that, try and get back into offense, I think we have a bit of a technical issue on one of the players as well, so we're going to restart the game once again quite quickly. But I feel like if SUPRMODE is able to kind of go back to that place, though, in the sense that they are looking to keep a pressure and just let the chances happen and hopefully shoot a bit better, I think they do have a very real chance here.
I do think they have a real chance, and of course we've said time and time again how difficult it will be if we don't bring this reverse sweep. But I would love to try and see this attempt be made. I would love to see us go to game 5 and see SUPRMODE fight it all out. But of course, they still need to win this game 3, so this is talking really kind of in the future right now. Game 3, they know they can do it. We know they have the capabilities to do it. But will they live up to their standards and actually do it?
Remains to be seen, of course. It will happen. It will have to happen for SUPRMODE in this game 3. They are 2-0 down in this series. This is their do or die game, especially seeing as how the season is going for them so far. This game is one that they do need to actually stay in that top 2, get a good start, and hopefully place themselves for the playoffs. And that was a decent opportunity right there for Rubik's. A miss on the side of quality control was not what he was expecting, and that's the first opportunity of the game gone.
The ball goes high over to Rubik, not able to find a touch off the ceiling. It will be Gooch trying to continue the pressure. The pass back over to Boomwick, who will take it high to the ceiling. He's just waiting in the midfield. A shot saved by Akeem, gonna land back to Hibbs, and he can try and take this upfield, force his way through. If Gooch doesn't get a touch, Boomwick can find a clear away. SUPRMODE gonna look for that early goal, but a demo from Hibbs doesn't matter. It's Gooch. He took matters into his own hands all by himself. He takes the ball upfield, cuts into his shot, and hits that over to Keem. Gives SUPRMODE an early lead in game number 3. This is the start they need, and it's a start they're going to be very, very happy with.
Great hook shot there by Gooch. Just the angle of approach for him was so good. He had so many things that he could do with the ball. He could also opt to go for a fake or for a pass until his teammate got demoed, but ended up going with the shot, and that was a good one, possibly another one there, but hits with a good save, gets it back way to the side, and now Archie trying to do a ceiling shot. Oh, it's just a tad too low. A great pass there. Hips wasn't ready for it because he was stealing boost, but he's still up for this ball. Huge with the challenge, and overall I think a good start here for SUPRMODE.
Very good start. And the ball comes centre once more. Archie, uncontested, can't get a clear away. The pressure, it will still remain for a moment's time as Rugby sends that to the corner, straight back to Archie once more. And SUPRMODE, they need to push up a little bit more, put some more pressure on. A one goal lead against quality control is not enough. But as the ball went to the backboard, the fall from Rubik will slap into the corner. And there we go, SUPRMODE. This is so much better. They've got 2-0 lead.
And finally, the shooting is much better. Rubik's right here, finding the absolute bottom corner of the goal off of the backboard raid. And now SUPRMODE back into this game, back into the series. I do think the short break we had really favoured them in this instance, and they've been doing well for themselves. 3 minutes to go now. Grit's trying to find the third, but a counter attack and a demo on the third man almost in, but Rubik's with a crazy save there to make sure that SUPRMODE stays in a 2-goal lead.
The pass to Archie, well, not that to the backboard, but cleared away out to the side. Back in centre once more by Akeem. Gooch can find the save. A launch over one. Looking for the pass in centre. But it's Hibbs taking that to the corner. The pass down. Oh by Archie. The double touch off the backboard will slip by. And a scramble in the defence will barely keep that out. But Hibbs continuing the pressure. The ball drops to Akeem once more. Quality control. They're not going to go down easy this game 3. They're going back to that game 1 kind of pressure, trying to hold SUPRMODE down. But they're broken out on the counter attack. It's a 3-goal lead.
And this game is all that SUPRMODE needed. Complete switch around of what we saw so far in this series. SUPRMODE now the dominant team, and it kind of reminds me of this game too, but now SUPRMODE are finally scoring. Very good from them so far. 3-0 up, half of the game gone. There is still time for quality control to make this a clean sweep. What a crazy pogo shot by Hibbs. That one didn't go in though, and SUPRMODE very comfortable in this game 3.
Joessi to the clear away, we'll get a dunk on one and take the ball high over to Rubik. Send that to the corner, 2 minutes left, a 3-0 lead for SUPRMODE in game 3. This is a great turn around. We were able to get the equaliser before we had to reconnect, and they came off of that reconnection, and wow, they are playing like a whole different team. 4-0 to SUPRMODE. Wow.
I don't know if you can see chat, but Archie's asking if they can just event this game, because right now SUPRMODE is playing oh so strong, and I think especially these infield passes coming in from SUPRMODE are really breaking up the offense, or the defense I should say, from quality control, and this costly mistake making it 5. Rubik gets that goal.
5-0 to SUPRMODE, and well, I think this game is pretty much set in zone right here. Looking to see what's going to happen right now. Quality control players complaining about the server, saying it was not good enough. So we're just going to see what happens with that, and of course we will give you that information very, very shortly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best for stats. If they keep this going, that'd be very nice for some of the players. But you know, it is what it is. We know that server issues sometimes happen. So I think quality control just not being able to play at their best because of that server. It is what it is. It can happen. But SUPRMODE, I think overall, is just much stronger in this game, and it does seem like quality control is back, but not playing their best, to say the least.
Yeah, I think they already know they're out of this game, and they have joined back, so it's good enough in that regard. But I think we can safely say that we're going to be seeing a 2-1 series in favour of quality control. They still have match point in their favour. They're still in perfect capability to win this, and you know, if they let this game 3 get to them, well, it could really hurt their chances at holding on to this lead. But you know, I would hope that they wouldn't hold this, and you know, keep this in mind. You know, have a negative feeling about going into this game 4 with it. We'll obviously wait and see as the time dies down. But well done to SUPRMODE. They took a game. Can they take 2 more?
We shall see. This is a good start, to say the least. 6-0 is a bit doesn't really paint the real picture, I think, of this game, but it was SUPRMODE who played much stronger than anything we've seen from them in this series, possibly even the entirety of league play. I think this is one of the strongest showing we've seen from them, and especially the passing that they had upfield. There's some gorgeous positioning to get the infield passes into the back of the net. And yeah, SUPRMODE Gaming just looking really strong and possibly completing the reverse sweep in 2 more games. I'm excited to see it happen, but Quality Control really has to get their act together.
Yeah, they've really got to get that together. And well, going into game 4, will it have such an effect on them? You know, we have a sinking the difficulties again, or will SUPRMODE go back to that kind of old form, Quality Control back to their old form, and they'll be able to get the 3-1 win? Game 4 could be our potential last game, or maybe we'll see just 2 more.
I don't know. I don't know at this point, because I do think that SUPRMODE obviously has a lot of momentum right now going into this 4th game. But Quality Control is a side that I think overall is very good at kind of flipping the switch and being like, okay, yeah, we just lost that last one, but it doesn't matter. We weren't playing our absolute best. If we play our best, we can beat SUPRMODE. And I think that is something that we can see happen in this game 4, where Quality Control is suddenly back to their own selves, suddenly very aggressive, very strong in offense, and possibly winning game 4. It remains to be seen whether we see SUPRMODE with another win or Quality Control taking it back.
Yeah, going into this game 4, it could be a very important one. We talked about Quality Control never losing a game 5, but that streak could potentially end against SUPRMODE. Of course, we're only going to game 4. They will have to win at least 2 more to take it, but they've got a good bit of momentum on their side. They could very well take game 4 and potentially even take game 5.
That would be something. But we talked about this plenty before, Boyer. Quality Control in game 5 is something else.
Yeah, they really are. They are something else.
And to ask from SUPRMODE, I mean, yes, they won the previous game convincingly, and then they played well to go with it as well. But is it going to be enough to take this Quality Control side in game 5? I don't know. Just because they always seem to play so clutch and suddenly have full control of the game again. So I am not too confident in it, even though I want to promote to win to a certain extent to make the group even more exciting. But Quality Control is just so good sometimes, man. So good.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too optimistic, obviously, for SUPRMODE, and with Gooch getting a touch like that, I think my lack of optimism is in the right place.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. I thought Gooch was going to be able to put it to the side, but it just bounced on top of his scar into the corner. Very unfortunate, and not the start that SUPRMODE will have been looking for. On the other hand, it may give us some sense of full security towards Quality Control, so maybe this is all intended for Gooch. You never know, you never know.
Well, as the ball falls to the backboard, a follow-up will not be found in time, and it's Archie trying to take things high, sent out to the midfield, well connected by Rubik, and dropping that down over to Boomquick, and I send that to the back wall. It's Gooch. The ball head centre, SUPRMODE. Starting off this game, 1 goal down. It's not the start they're going to be wanting. Quality Control is a hard team to come back against. Of course, they've done it in game 3 before we had to restart, so they can come back against this team, but it's never an easy ask.
For sure, especially with the way that they're playing right now. It doesn't look like the SUPRMODE that we saw in last game. They were very organized, especially in offense, but right now they are not even finding this offense. Boomquick with a good demo though, making sure that Quality Control can't really start that pressure game style with the infield passes that they've been doing so far. So that demo coming in very clutch so far.
Well, game number 4, 1 minute 30 seconds went by, and currently 1-0 to Quality Control, but if a team taking the ball upfield, that could potentially be extended to 2, but clear away. Over to Boomquick, looking for the counter attack, and a force head away through 50-50s every single chance he gets. All will lie to Rubik. to Gooch it goes. He was not able to make it there in time, and Akeem just rushing upfield, trying to find that second touch, trying to find a teammate to pass to, trying to find that 2-goal lead. Quality control, still holding on to that 1-goal lead for now, but you know, the more goals the merrier.
Yeah, and whether a new goal will be scored, we shall see soon. That was a good shot from Gooch, but good defense on the quality control side seems to be back, and their spacing is something that I absolutely love, and it almost resulting in a goal right there. They are close enough to each other to make sure that they can follow up 50s, but far enough so that they can get the passing plays toward each other. I think that is the strongest point of this quality control side. They are a team.
The ball drops down. It's Rubik trying to force head away through. Saved by Hibbs. It's Archie. Looking for a demo, can't find it. Boom quick. A bit too quick for Archie. They're able to get the clear away. The SUPRMODE, they are still facing a 1-goal deficit. Having to force their way through. It could be the chance right there. It's boom quick. Passing that centre. Rubik's is already back tall. Gooch flies past the ball. Rubik's flying past it well. It's a 1-on-1. Hakeem takes it low. Into the corner it goes. You're going to leave that for Archie to try and pass that centre. But a demo on Hakeem ruins his prospects, and instead gives SUPRMODE some time for a clear away. It's Gooch over 1. Gonna force it away through once more. SUPRMODE, they need a goal, and they need one soon. Otherwise, we're facing a 3-1 defeat.
Right now, I'm really favouring quality control. They're playing much, much better. More like we saw in those first few games. The pass from Boom Quick, I think that was the moment, but nobody expected it. Not even the offense or the defense. So right there, it wasn't scored, and now only a minute to go. Just makes the task that much harder for SUPRMODE. This could be a good opportunity though. Rubik!
Oh, great pass! An excellent pass from Rubik's, and SUPRMODE, they tie up game 4. Gooch, great positioning for that finish, and with 1 minute left, we have a tied up game, and SUPRMODE are ready to try and send us to game 5.
Great attack right there from SUPRMODE Gaming. Great vision by Rubik's. Not to take the shot, actually get the pass into the middle. Now possibly another opportunity coming up. Rubik's takes it high. Can't really find any sort of follow-up. Archie with the dunk on his teammate. Gooch with the dunk as well. That's just wide. But SUPRMODE right now really getting that pressure that we like to see from them. The attacks in which just the shots keep coming and keep coming. It just seems like a matter of time before they actually find that second goal and take us to game 5, and it is here! Goal 2 for Rubik's.
Goal number 2, SUPRMODE, 2-1 up in game 4. And with 32 seconds left, they could maybe, just maybe send us to a game 5 if they just hold on for these last 32 seconds. We'll see a game 5 and a potential reverse sweep against the undefeated team. The winner of all the game 5. Can they keep their streak alive? Or will SUPRMODE finally be the team to take them down? Well, all we have to do is wait 20 more seconds and we could potentially see the outcome of that.
Make that 10 Boyo seconds counting past, and Hips now with one of the last opportunities that's just given away to Rubik's. He can't follow up though. So now it's Hakeem with a great high flick. Good interception from Gooch makes it so that this last attack will probably happen on the half of quality control. That ball almost dropping. Will it drop now? Yes, it will. And we do go to game 5 in SUPRMODE versus quality control.
SUPRMODE versus quality control. Going to game 5. What else could we ask for these two teams? Well, I think the only next best thing would be a reverse sweep from SUPRMODE, defying all odds and evening out this group a little bit more. Well,
it kind of feels like SUPRMODE Gaming just fought its way through the horde, and it's now facing the last final boss, and it's not going to be an easy task. It doesn't matter what you've done until this point. Yes, it was impressive, but it's not going to be impressive if you do not take the boss, because Game 5 quality control is an end game boss.
An end game boss, and the difficulty is on hard, maybe even a bit harder than that. But will quality control live up to this name we've given them? Will they win this game 5 like we so expect? Or will SUPRMODE do the thing that only 10 minutes ago we were calling impossible? We were saying that no one could do it. But you're 5 minutes away from doing it now.
Oh, that's not the way you want to start though. Right there, good save by Boomquick, but it wasn't good enough. But that first touch is what did it. It was a pass to Keem, and then Boomquick wanted to take it quickly, but because he got a bit too fast there, he couldn't get the angle cross goal, so he had to go for the other side of goal, and then just didn't get enough momentum on the ball. Like a good start right here for quality control, but more so a bad one from SUPRMODE, kind of gifting away that first goal in this also important game 5.
Ball getting cleared away. Boomquick. The pass out the side to the Gooch, trying to find that launch out for SUPRMODE, start developing the play. Rubik taking it up. Oh, Rubik's what a shot! A quacky equaliser for SUPRMODE, and we have a tied game.
He delayed that second flip so low, and I don't even think that Hibbs was expecting him to have it still, making it so that he hit it into the top of the goal and getting the equalizer in this game 5. Great shot right there from Rubik's, getting almost all the goals together with Gooch, I think, in this series so far. But now on the other side, Hibbs almost finding the lead once more for quality control.
Well, it's 1-1 still. Could be quickly changed to 2-1 though. It's Hibbs' shot off the backboard, barely slipping away. And Boomquick, a launch up high, trying to follow up, get the clear up field over to the back wall, and Gooch is there to follow. Heading off the side wall, the clear away. Archie and Hibbs trying to work together like they do so well and find an opportunity. But Boomquick, a flick over one. Archie will find the save. The pressure remains. SUPRMODE are hunting for this lead. But finally, the ball taken away from them, sent back to their own half and told, now is your time to defend. We know how well you are on attack, but how good can you perform on defense? SUPRMODE, they're facing that quality control pressure that they're so dominant in that first game. Can they deal with it again?
Right now, even if SUPRMODE gets back into offense, it's still going to be scary. Archie almost getting it done. Great shot there. Boomquick is there first. It's still not out of the danger area. Gooch no boost. Can follow that up. Pre-flip from Archie, just going wide. The pressure really mounting right here for quality control. They're the ones with the opportunities. Couldn't score that now on the counter attack.
Oh,
that bump made it so that the goal was open, and SUPRMODE with the lead.
oh, Boomquick, what a bump, channeling his inner virtuoso. No defender left to find the save. SUPRMODE, they have the lead in game number 5. Could they find the reverse sweep?
It's looking more and more like it, but with 3 more minutes to go, it's nowhere near over yet. Boyo, still a lot of Rocket League to be played and a lot of time for quality control to get back. But on the other hand, if SUPRMODE can keep finding these small holes in the defense, can keep finding these opportunities, we might see them making it 3-1. A demo now from Hakeem onto the third man, gives Hibbs a bit of space onto the backboard. Archie's up, but a great save by Goose, getting it to the side, and a lot of demos going on right now.
Goose beats it one, the ball goes high, it's Archie bringing it centre, over one more, the drop down will be cleared away, and it's Keem. And that's straight back in. Over to Archie, one more quality control. They are searching far and wide for a goal at the moment. They're trailing by 1 with 2 minutes left. They need to do something soon. It's Boomquick flying past the ball. He can't get a touch, but the ball onto Rubik. A chance for a 2-goal lead. It's good shot. Hits it wide. Still remain only a 1-goal game. Archie can get it cleared away. Trying to tie this up. Looking for the flip reset. Over one. Rubik is there for the save. And it's Hibbs. Straight back in, quality control, so close, but they're still trailing by 1.
Oh, they keep getting these chances, but it's not good enough. They have to keep throwing 2 people for the same ball, which means that the third person just can't be as aggressive as he'd like to be. All right, here is another example of that. The third man has to rotate back so quickly in order to not get conceded on. With only a minute to go, I don't know if that's the right call to make. You need to get more aggressive because you still need that goal. RSRL trying to make it happen, but overall good defense by SUPRMODE. They keep things slow, make sure they get their boost, and make sure they keep getting out of defense.
Very good defense. With 50 seconds left, they still hold on to that 1-goal lead, and it could be a 10-2. Rubens' shot just not wide enough. Wasn't it once more? It's Gooch. Cleared away by Hibs, with the pressure remain. Just back to back to back to back pressure, and it will maybe slip by, but Hibs and net will find the save. SUPRMODE, they are not letting quality control break out. This is the treatment that SUPRMODE had in game 1. They had to deal with this, and they weren't able to do it. Now it's quality control facing the exact same treatment, and they too cannot deal with it. But finally a breakthrough, saved by Gooch, and a clear up high. 15 seconds. Time is ticking. Hakeem, a last chance, a last attempt will not work out. Rubik's for third goal. SUPRMODE have a 3-1 lead in game 5, and in reverse sweep. It must be here now.
I would dare say it is done. We see the Giants finally crumble, finally fall, and it is SUPRMODE after getting upset, some would say, against Joe. They bring it back against the leaders, quality control, and this group, Boyo, is now anyone's.
SUPRMODE. We said it was impossible. We said it couldn't be done. But am I happy to be wrong? Yes, of course I am. What a performance, SUPRMODE. They defied all odds. They took down the undefeated from both the Europa Rising Stars and the Superstar League. Quality control, their first defeat in this whole time, this whole tournament. And they drop to a reverse sweep to SUPRMODE. The game 5 winners all the time, and they finally drop in the most spectacular way possible. SUPRMODE, well, you've made this group even more interesting than I could imagine.
I think we all knew that SUPRMODE was good, but the fact that they were finally able to show us exactly how good is very enjoyable to see, and making it so that they are now also 2-2, and it brings them into a 3-1, I should say, actually, and a quality control now getting their first loss. They have to win against Zulu, trying to be tied for that first spot with SUPRMODE Gaming. So that is all around very exciting. We should have a very exciting match coming up as well in Total Shan versus Georgia Joe. Whoever wins that has a very real chance of staying in the tournament, whereas the loser of that is going to have a very tough time. But none of this Rocket League would be possible without our sponsors over at Nice Cactus, making sure that we have the weeklies on Wednesday, €210 for the top 2 right there. And also every Sunday we have the Rising Star and the Superstar Cups for 60 and €120 respectively. And obviously, of course, the absolute creme de la creme on each Tuesday and Thursday, the Superstar League, which you're watching now and which you should definitely keep watching after the break.
Yeah, we are going to head to a quick break, but it will be a very quick one, and of course it'll be Total Shannon versus Georgia Joe. So we'll catch you after the break for some more great Rocket League.